You think closing a chapter means keeping one eye on the page behind you, just to make sure you read it right. You believe looking back offers a safe harbor when a transition grows turbulent, acting as a historical anchor to keep you grounded. That instinct feels protective, but it is precisely what breaks your momentum. Why does a single glance into your rearview mirror drain the exact energy required to survive a major crossing? Because your brain treats retrospective focus as a split allocation, dividing your systemic resources between building a new structure and preserving an old monument. When you are in the middle of a heavy pivot dismantling an old identity, launching an unproven venture, or relocating your entire life, every ounce of cognitive capital must flow forward. If you keep turning your head to audit what you left behind, you bleed the exact velocity needed to clear the operational gap. Let us look at how structural momentum actually behaves. Across a macro transition, when a complex system moves from one state to another, its internal friction peaks right in the middle of the arc. If you introduce drag by second-guessing the pivot, the entire mechanism stalls and rolls backward down the hill. Meanwhile, your daily routine quietly sets micro-traps. You open old digital folders, check in on social circles that no longer match your trajectory, or reread journals from a version of yourself that is already obsolete, mistaking sentimentality for strategic preparation. When this micro-habit of emotional hesitation creeps into your daily focus, it derails the macro execution of your new path. You find yourself exhausted at day's end, not from the heavy lifting of your current mission, but from carrying the dead weight of a previous life. How do you build a system that enforces absolute forward focus until the objective is secured? You engineer structural friction against nostalgia. You lock the doors to your prior environments by cutting off easy digital and social access to old chapters. You establish rigid operational rules. No retrospective reviews of past achievements, old grievances, or prior metrics until the current milestone is permanently stamped on the calendar. Think of a vessel navigating open water. Staring at the wake does not alter the current. It only blinds the helmsman to the reef dead ahead. The mission demands total occupancy of the present tense. You cannot steer a complex enterprise forward if your hands are permanently glued to a gear shift marked reverse. Reserve your post-mortem analysis strictly for the day the mission is finished, never for the hour you are still climbing the mountain. Keep your eyes on the horizon until the ground beneath your feet is solid.